All right, so let's go ahead and do this. It's time for the 32 NFL teams in 32 days. Team number uno is...
Yes, team number one is the Pittsburgh Steelers. Fourth dimension, I'd love to hear some record predictions from you guys. They were 10-7 last year. As you know, they have a new quarterback. Aaron Rodgers is the sheriff in town in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. They, in the offseason, went and added DK Metcalf as well from the Seattle Seahawks. Is he enough? And defensively, that secondary is going to be much improved. Getting Jalen Ramsey, you brought back Joey Porter, and you got Super Bowl champ Darius Slay. You drafted Derek Harmon from Oregon to help out that interior. Folks, do we believe the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to be more improved this year or worse? The books have them at 8.5 wins. Jeffrey, what do you think about the Pittsburgh Steelers this year?
Well, hey, listen up there, Harris. I didn't know we were doing weird voices, so I guess I'll join in. I think they're going to be another 500 team, give or take. It could go either way. It could be just one game under, one game over, but Mike Tomlin will get what he gets. I don't think the Aaron Rodgers thing is going to last either through his play or injury, and I feel like, it's just going to be another Steelers kind of year, to be honest, unless they're secretly tanking and it's going to get ugly. But right now, I'll give them 8.
8 wins. Randy, how about yourself?
9-8.
9-8. So
you're just trying to the Price is Right rules me. Damn it!
You're damn right I am.
Y'all changed mine to 1 win.
So wait, you can't miss under. Isn't that the rule? You can't miss under.
Right.
Right. You can't.
Right. You can't miss without going over. The closest to the mark without going over. So I'll never mind. I'll go.
You already said it. You already said it.
9-8.
9-8. Jeffrey, yours is 8 wins. I will. I actually had this written down before. I will go 7-10. I'm the lowest on the Steelers.
I thought you were high on the whole Aaron Rodgers thing.
Yeah, after all that I've talked about with Aaron Rodgers, I thought I would be the highest on him.
But then you looked at the matchups and
I looked at the
matchups
matchups
they're facing.
So their season is going to be decided in their first 4 games, because their first 4 games, they could go 4-0, they could go 0-4, they could go 2-2. You have the Jets, a lot of unknowns with them, with Justin Fields. You have the Seahawks, new quarterback in Sam Darnold. The Patriots, Drake May, year 2, you get Stephon Diggs. And the Vikings, 3 of those teams are new quarterbacks with super high ceilings and really low floors, as the Steelers have a new quarterback as well. So how they do in those first 4 games is going to be huge. The Jets week 1 is going to be one of the most interesting games of the season, because the Jets are improved. Justin Fields and Garrett Wilson, those that watched them in college, there's a lot of chemistry there. The question with Pittsburgh, though, is outside of DK Metcalf, who is proven to be, a guy who can go on a fly, he can catch underneath, he can run those curls, but can he beat you in the middle of the field? Can he get open the middle of the field? Pittsburgh, I don't think, has that guy. And I think that's going to be a massive concern for the Steelers, which is ultimately why I'm a little bit lower on them than usual, than most other people are. So
my numbers are based on Tomlin more than anything else. He just always seems to find a way. And what I just gave you, by the way, when I said 8, is a sub 500 season.
That's right.
So he'll be close, but not quite. That's what I think.
So you think the streak ends of them going 500?
Yes. I have no faith in Aaron Rodgers or much of what is going on there. That's why I've secretly said the conspiracy theory is Mike Tomlin has had a conversation with the owners and they be tanking.
Ooh, tanking for Arch Manning or whoever. Yeah.
LA Kid says Harris sounds like a used car salesman with that introduction. Yeah, he did get pukey in the voice. That's what we call the business is pukey. I don't know if you know that. That voice that you're doing right there, that's called puking.
Oh, gosh, I sounded like that.
God, please tell me they didn't teach you that at Cronkite School.
They probably did.
Yikes. Firefighter says, oh, joy, my Steelers are the first team to be reviewed in the 32 and 32 bit. It's going to be ugly this season. Aaron Rodgers stinks. Maybe we can finally get Mike Tomlin out and suck enough for Arch Manning. Manning would look good in Steeler gold and black. No, he wouldn't. No, shut up. You shut your, no. Fish Tank says Steelers will be 9-8, continuing Mike Tomlin's streak of mediocrity. Rodgers will not play the whole season.
Oh,
I think a lot of people kind of feel that way.
Yeah.
Kitten says, I was a Rams fan as a kid, a Cardinals fan as an adult, so I truly hate the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah,
Steelers 0-17. Go Devils.
Yeah.
That's
0-17. That's not good.
That's really not a serious.
0-17. I like it.
I think that's a little
I don't
much.
believe that was probably that is the one you in the stats you kind of set aside because it's not real.
Right.
602 Pats fan says 6-11.
I
give
can
them
see
6
that.
wins.
I can see that. I mean, they have some tough ones too. Towards the end of their season, it gets tough. Like you get the Bengals, at the Chargers, at the Bears, Bills, at Ravens, Dolphins, at Lions, at Browns. That's a W. And then the
Harris,
Ravens.
If we call right now, will you give us 2 ShamWows?
Every single one of those teams were contending for the playoffs last year outside of Cleveland.
That was Fish Tank's gag right there.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Okay. But every single one of those teams were competing for the playoffs last year. So, man, and even more.
Did you take into
except for
account?
Chicago.
Did you take into account the Steelers' throwback uniforms? Not the Bumblebees, but these from the 1933 team. That actually,
I like the helmets. At least.
Don't hate that.
Why do I not hate that?
It's
the pants,
better
I don't like.
Than the Bumblebees, for sure.
Yeah,
better
for
than
sure.
the Bumblebees,
for sure.
But still, here's another angle on that.
It's like the same angle.
It's a strange. Well, no, you can see the whole thing now. You couldn't see below his belt line. And I know Moist one would want to see below his belt line.
Yeah,
yeah, he would.
Yeah.
I'm not rocking with the pants. The jersey, I don't think is too bad.
That's like Jim Harbaugh's special there with the khaki. Oh my God!
Right.
And the socks are orange.
Oh my gosh,
that's actually pretty horrific.
That is pretty horrific.
Well, it's socks are orange. There's this weird brown stripe on the knee, and then it's khakis the rest of the way up.
I want to see what the back looks
brown
like.
stripe is the knee,
There's
Jeffco.
That's not his knee. Look at this guy. That is not this guy's knee.
That is the knee.
It's not his knee.
I think you described it really well when you said khakis. They look like khakis.
All right.
Jim Harbaugh should have got these.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So, all right. I think we're all sort of meh on the Steelers this season.
Oh, and real fast, the way I end the segment is if I will be giving a play on their win total. If I'm going to bet over or
not what
under.
we talked about, but okay.
Okay. Yeah, I just threw that in. That is my mistake.
He wants to make it about gambling to end the segment. All right.
So to end the segment, I will be saying if they will go over, under, if I have a bet on it. My answer on the Pittsburgh Steelers is I lean under. It's at 8.5. I do not, however, have a bet. I think this team is too unpredictable to bet on them. So I say 7 wins is my prediction. They are right at their win total. I wouldn't bet it.
All right, so there you go. The Daily Blender talks 32 NFL teams in 32 days. We did the Steelers today. Who the hell knows what we'll do tomorrow?
Who knows? Got to stay tuned.